He's so stiff it's hard to believe anyone can revive him. I guess I'm only left with one option. Cross my... It's a bit imposing to know he comes from a long line of witch doctors. Why didn't I think of that before? If the Rugrat has been using the prosthetic leg as a shovel, it may be buried near the turtle. Here it is. It's just the way Kai described it. How's it hanging, Knife?
Just what you see, Bri. What about you? How's it hanging?
If I told you that I know how you could start surfing right now, would you lend me your motorboat?
Mate, you are more mythical than the Red Hot Chili Peppers. How can I do that?
You grab your board and follow me.
Okay, mate. I figured it out already. Where's the hidden camera?
No, Knife. This is serious.
Well, it's the lamest serious thing I've ever done. And, mate, have I done a few.
Well, think whatever you want. Look at Lonnie. Could you hit it again?
Okay, but just for the record, I'm doing it for Knife.
Well, man, what do you think?
Awesome, mate.
So, is it a deal? Can I use your motorboat?
Like, totally, mate. It's all yours.
Yes. The first part of my plan is complete. Now I have to concentrate on the rest. Sneaking into that camp. He doesn't seem to need it for now. Plus, I think it'd be smart to keep it as an ace up my sleeve, in case it comes in handy later on. I'd rather not do that yet, since I could use it as a bargaining chip somewhere down the road. It's probably a waste of time, but I've been helped out in stranger ways. Kai, I bet you can also revive poultry, like your grandpa.
I'm not so sure, Brian. I haven't seen poultry around here anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
Would a parrot do?
Hey, brah. That's Aolani. What happened to him?
Well, I guess he kind of flew to bluer skies, but...
Bluer skies? No, brah. He's not fully dead. Just kinda dead. Which means he's slightly unalive, or what we could call provisionally dead. I think the technical expression the kahunas use is, he has a life ache. I don't think I can help the brah out. But even so, there's a little problem. I could only try to revive him in the Hawaii where my grandpa lived, in his witch doctor hut. And I can't remember where that's at, brah.
But didn't you say your grandpa used to take you there a lot?
Yeah, but I was just a little tyke, and I never paid attention to the directions. I looked for it like a million times, but no can do, brah. I remember it was like toward the northwest of the island. There were a bunch of graves by it and, well, that's all. Plus, without my leg, I'd need some amazing airs to reach that part of the island.
Darn, I thought I had the answer to my troubles. I'll have to attempt to locate that hut. But if the soldiers are keeping watch on most of the island, I doubt they'll let me search all over the place. I'd like to talk with the Colonel again.
Again? You're lucky I'm so friendly. Anyone else would have sent you packing. Don't take your eyes off him, Felton. Leslie, that civilian from before wants to talk to the Colonel again. All right. Felton, accompany the civilian into the Colonel's tent. As you order. Leslie, I brought you the guy.
Come here. Mr. I've taken note, my Colonel. I see you're insistent. Please wait by the desk. That civilian from before wants to speak with you, my Colonel.
Tell him to kiss my derriere and put a grenade up his flower pot.
Are you sure, Daddy?
I'm not your daddy here, Lester. Get in here. We have to talk. Good Lord, so tall and so stupid.
Why the heck not? My writing is so similar to Leslie's that I could get him to believe he wrote it himself, following his father's orders. If I do it carefully, nobody will see me. What should I put? I may not get anywhere by doing this, but what the heck? Oh, forget it.
Out of my sight, flower pot.
You can come in, Mr. Whatever you're called.
Thanks.
I see you enjoy ticking me off. Answer. What are you doing on my island?
Actually, I didn't even want to come here. It was this girlfriend of mine.
Well, well. It turns out the smart Alex civilian is just a boy in love. Son, if you were a soldier, no woman would be playing around with you. Why don't you enlist?
Man, that's not what I meant. I must have wigged out.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean, then?
I'm waiting for Professor Pierre Pignon.
The professor's arrival is a military secret. How the heck did you find out?
Besides Professor Pignon, there's something else.
Let's hear it. What other excuse is up your sleeve?
The truth is, I came to see whether I could pick up that waitress at Luana Beach.
That's a lost war, son. From the lieutenant colonel to the latrine scrubber, all my men have tried. But that lady is the toughest coconut to crack in the Pacific. What about you? Have you tried?
I tried, but she's in love with some one-eyed soldier. Won't even pay attention to me.
I can't believe it. Another man. Well, just follow my orders. Tell her I'm the sensitive type, that I like to take strolls in the evening, candlelit dinners at night, and the sweet smell of napalm in the morning.
There's something else I wanted to tell you about that waitress.
You don't mean to tell me you've hit a home run with her, do you?
I don't want to talk about that girl. I don't even think she's attractive.
Either you're lying or you're dumber than I thought. Anyway, I still don't know what you're doing on my island.
I don't feel like talking to you anymore.
Just for the record, you're not leaving because you want it. You're leaving because I threw you out. Make like a bee and buzz off.
I'd like to talk with the Colonel again.
Again? You're lucky. Don't take your eyes off him, Felton. Leslie, that civilian from before wants to talk to the Colonel again. All right, Felton, accompany the civilian into the Colonel's tent, as you order. Leslie, I brought you the guy.
Come here. Mr. At your orders, my Colonel. You here again? Please wait by the desk. That civilian from before wants to speak with you, my Colonel.
Paint a target on his ass and release him in the shooting range, flower pot.
Are you sure, Daddy?
I'm not your daddy here, Lester. Get in here. We have to talk. Good Lord, so tall and so stupid.
Oh, forget it. Better not go too far or they'll catch me. Not really fashionable, is it? Strange there's no slogan on it, though, like, I love war, or Born to kill, or I'm not a grenade.
Just one more thing, sir. The coordinates of the uninhabited hut are 24 minutes, 38.1 seconds north, and 157 degrees, 2 minutes, and 10 seconds west.
I better jot that down before I forget.
And why in blue blazes would I care about that? Pull those shirt tails out of your britches. You're not in grammar school anymore.
I wish I had a GPS. Then I could enter those coordinates and find Kai's grandpa's hut in 2 shakes of a parrot's tail.
Out of my sight, flower pot.
You can come in, Mr. whatever you're called.
Thanks.
I see you enjoy ticking me off. Answer. What are you doing on my island?
I don't feel like talking to you anymore.
Just for the record, you're not leaving because you want it. You're leaving because I threw you out. Mosey along, civilian.
It's not that he's dumb. His brain works with the precision of a Swiss watch that nobody has wound up in a long time. Soldier O'Connor.
Sir, yes, sir.
You weren't equipped with a GPS device by any chance, were you?
Shoot, sir. I knew you'd find me out in the end.
Excuse me?
I've been a fool, sir. I should have told you from the very beginning.
Told me what?
I lost it, sir.
The GPS?
Yes, sir. I swear I had it when I left the camp, because I kept checking my coordinates before lunch. Then this rowdy kid came and chased me around. Maybe someone took advantage and stole it from me then, sir.
Well, don't get your khakis in a knot over it.
I will accept my punishment with honor and integrity, sir.
Nobody's gonna punish you, O'Connor. However, if you do remember where you left it, or who might have stolen it from you, let me know.
Thank you, sir.
Return to your position, soldier, and remember, I'm watching you.
At your orders, sir!
All right, I'm sure Knife was exaggerating a bit. How could a cute little boy be so evil? Look at him, just an innocent child playing with his console. I'll go talk to the cute thing. Hello, Koala. Want to chat with Uncle Brian? Well, I'll take that as a yes. Don't you know how to talk yet? Well, this is just what I needed. Getting this kid to speak is going to cause more blood, sweat, and tears than it did with Joshua. He doesn't seem to have anything I need anyway, though. I can't see the screen, but from the sound. Wait a minute. O'Connor said he lost his GPS when he was chasing after some rowdy kid. Of course, it all adds up. Kai and Knife went to have their beer brunch at Lokelani's bar, and in the meantime, Koala was driving O'Connor nuts and stole the GPS, thinking it was a video game console. Yeah, I bet Koala will be stoked about the trade. Hey, nice boy, give me that. I have a surprise for you. That snotty little brat! He almost bit my finger off. All right, we'll do this backward. Koala, look at this hideous beast. This could get ugly. I'd better be moving along. Something tells me those two are gonna get along just great. I hope it didn't break when it hit the ground. Nope, I guess the sand broke the fall and it's still as good as new. I'll sure miss Little Demon, but at least I got what I needed. No, better not bug those two now that they're getting to know each other. Hi again, Kai.
Aloha, Brian. What's up? Aloha, Kau. I'm just gonna keep...
Let's see if I can figure out how to use this contraption. Excellent. Now, I just have to follow the instructions the GPS gives me, and sooner or later I'll find the hut. Let's see. I turn that way. I climb those rocks, then to the right. Now I go straight. Bingo! No doubt about it. This must be the hut. I knew I'd end up finding it. Let's see if it looks the way I expect. Now there's no doubt about it. This could only be a witch doctor's hut. I remember reading that they were used for almost everything in some cultures, from cradles for babies to battle shields, and even in ceremonial outfits. Something with so many uses can't just be left here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You're it. Looks like it's saying, oh. It's carved out of solid wood. It's carved out of solid wood. Hi, Genkai.
Aloha, Brian. What's up? Aloha. I'm just gonna...
These witch doctors sure have a funny way of organizing their pantries, from what I see. No, one is enough. Well, it's probably some sort of shrine. It's carved out of solid wood. Looks like a primitive cemetery. It doesn't even have a refreshment stand. Here lie the remains of the Kai Saga witch doctors, I imagine. Looks like a primitive cemetery. It seems less angry than most of the tikis I've seen. Looks like a primitive cemetery. Here lie the remains of the Kai Saga witch doctors, I imagine. Here lie the remains of the Kai Saga witch doctors, I imagine. With all the great scenery around here and I'm staring at graves? Sure, this guy knows the island better than anyone, but that doesn't mean he can find his grandpa's hut using a bunch of coordinates. No, not a chance. What for? I already took charge of the great grandpappy cabin search myself. It's a... Hi again, Kai.
Aloha, Brian. What's up?
Hey, I know where your grandpa's hut is now.
You're pulling my leg, brah. How'd you find it? I remember it was practically impossible to reach.
Hey, I've never been that bad an explorer, and you must admit my sense of direction is pretty darn good. On the basis of the data you gave me, I began to walk northeast, paying proper attention to the direction of the sun's rays and using the reflections of the sunlight off the dewdrops as a guide. Little by little, the plant life differed. So I knew I was on the right path, thanks to the undulations the Pacific nor'easter causes in the leaves. At one specific location, I saw that the spiderwebs shifted their concentric patterns for others more hexagonal, an unmistakable sign that I was approaching some sort of human settlement. In the end, I followed the flight path of the native crow because you said there were some graves by the hut, and voila! There was the hut.
You're one awesome brah. And to think that any other poser would have needed a GPS to find it.
Oh yeah, there are some real dimwits out there. The hut is located a few hours away, so let's get hopping.
You'll have to hop on your own, brah. Without my prosthetic leg, I doubt I could get that far.
Speaking of which, I found your prosthetic leg.
Cowabunga, brah.
Now you can get up from that hammock. Your butt must have a nasty hammock imprint by now.
Well, yeah. Actually, my other leg is totally asleep too. Maybe I should keep meditating for a while, brah, to see if it wakes up. But hey, I owe you one.
Actually, why don't we go to your grandpa's hut to revive the parrot?
Alright, brah, but keep it cool. Hurrying is for the weak of bladder and bad burglars. You can't imagine how many memories this brings back, brah. The throne, the tikis, the turtle shells. By the way, did I tell you that my kapuna discovered an underwater tunnel that goes beneath the island? Turns out the sea turtles pass through it to reach the lake and enjoy mating season, cause...
Kai, could you explain this to me some other day? If we wait too long, poor Aolani may end up with a terminal case of life ache.
Maybe you're right. Wait a sec. I'm gonna put on my working gear.
Okay. Let's just hope he doesn't doze off while he's changing.
Bad news, brah.
Man, that was speedy.
I can't find my kapuna's grammarium anywhere.
Grammarium?
Yeah, his book of spells. That's where his poultry reviving spell is. So if we don't find it, I can't get Aolani to snap out of it. Maybe we should split up to search around.
All right. Where do you want me to look?
I got it. You search the physical plane of existence, brah. And I'll explore the spiritual side. I'm gonna start meditating right away to see if I can find it.
Man, is he a lazy bum or what? Well, better get down to searching. I can think of better ways to waste my time. I can think of better ways to waste my time. I can think of better ways to waste my time. I can think of better ways to waste my time. I can think of better ways to waste my time. Looks like a primitive cemetery. I can think of better ways to waste my time. I can think of better ways to waste my time. I can think of better ways to waste my time. I can think of better ways to waste my time. I don't think that... That idea is not good. I don't get it. That doesn't sound like a bright idea to me. That makes no sense. Yeah, I'll wake him up. Kai? Kai? Kai?
Yikes! Hey, brah. How's it hanging?
Could you tell me about your grandpa's book of spells?
Sorry, I'm a bit shaky on the waves today, brah. But that always happens when I get back from the astral plane. Just now, I was gazing at the statue of the poultry god, standing in the Tiki temple. It's awful that those soldiers took over a site that was so sacred to my people. What do you want to know about the grammariums?
Could you describe your average grammarium for me?
There's not like a general rule, brah. Every kahuna makes and decorates his grammarium whatever way he wants. However, the more it weighs, the better, because that means it's got lots of spells inside. My kapuna's was pretty lightweight, but he won several intra-insular design competitions thanks to those metal book covers.
There's no special place where gramaria are usually stored?
You never store grammarium, brah. A good kahuna is always supposed to keep it on him, until death and beyond.
So it's probably inside your grandpa's coffin.
Well, yeah, now that you say so, that would explain why it's not sitting around.
Well, getting back to our previous topic. See ya. Sorry for disturbing your spiritual search.
Don't sweat it, brah. I can shift between the material and metaphysical planes faster than a tidal wave. And anyway...
No, it's made of solid wood, and I doubt that book is inside. No, it's made of solid wood, and I doubt that book is inside. Kai said the book covers were made of metal, and what better place than a grave to store it? Not here. Here neither. Bingo. Looks like one of those fake body parts that seem to be a prominent feature of Kai's family may have set it off, but it's more likely to be his grandpa's book. This isn't exactly the handiest shovel, but it'll do the trick for digging. The truth is, my stomach is a bit upset over the idea of what I might find in there. I wish I didn't have to look while I dig. Hey, this isn't gonna be pretty, so, I finally made it to the coffin. Let's open the lid respectfully. Oh, shoot, it broke. Whoa, this guy sure got hit with the ugly stick. And he's missing an arm, just like Kai mentioned. So where's the book? I'm not seeing it. Oh, ugh. They must have placed it over his chest. But for obvious reasons, it gradually fell a bit lower. And now it's caged between several ribs. I guess it's time to operate. Ooh, don't hit the funny bone. Take out his spare rib for $0. Well, the real prize here is getting Keeney's grammarium. Ugh, it's covered with maggots. Down, you beast! Okay, here goes. Keeney Papamoa's grammarium. This is one bodacious old book. Now, let's hand it over to Kai. Wait a minute. If I don't give it to him, the parrot will die all the way. But if I do give it to him, he'll know I opened his grandpa's grave, and then I'll be in yet another mess. Well, I'll just have to risk it.
Brah, I was just about to go looking for ya. My kapuna talked to me in my dreams and told me something majorly bad. His grave has been robbed and they took the book. We have to find the thief ASAP and give him what he deserves.
Huh? Oh yeah, of course. I guess there must be some clue about who could have committed such an atrocity, isn't there?
Yeah, sure. And I'm not surprised you're afraid. It was one of those lame soldiers.
A soldier?
Yeah, brah, the only thing my Gramps could see was the criminal's clothing. It was green camouflage, like the color of a turtle shell. And on top of everything, they swiped the grammarium. Why are you smirking, brah? Something funny?
No, of course not. Well, yeah, 'cause a minute ago I managed to get the grammarium back from that soldier. I surprised him when he was running away, and I was so appalled that I really smacked him up good. What pigs. They don't even respect graves.
Amazing, brah. You are stoked with so much luck. Thank you so much. My family and I are indebted to you. We have to take the grammarium to my grandfather as soon as possible.
Wait, Kai. I'm sure your grandfather would be proud if you used his grammarium one last time.
You're right, brah. There's some sick poultry in need. Come on, give me the grammarium and go put Eolani in the basin. I thought I'd never see it again. Let's see if I could find the spell. Voila! Guinea Papamoa's poultry reviving spell. Hold bird carefully and remove feathers. Take 2 lemons, 1 mango, 3 coconuts, and a millstone. And stick them up the bird's wazoo. Firmly grip a sharp knife and dice the bird into small pieces, as if preparing a chicken salad sandwich. Then bring to a slow boil until bird bursts back to life.
Crazy quack!
Stay still, Birdie.
Did it work? I did it!
Man, Kai, unbelievable. I'm taking it straight to Lokilani in case it has a relapse.
I'm a true kahuna. Knife's gonna freak.
See you later, pal.
Okay, brah. Ipili mau na pomaika I meoe.
Chicken salad!
I was wrong about you, Kaimi. You are a dear.
Well, like I said, those drunken lemurs had taken over the sea cliff, but I got the courage.
Right, amateur.
But
Close your little mouth. Let's go to my place. Come on, Eolani.
nice hut.
Weren't you in a hurry? Okay, off with your clothes.
My clothes?
You don't think you'll look like a scientist in that, do you?
Yeah, but why? Are you taking off yours?
Shut up, silly, and come here.
What are you gonna do?
Chicken salad!
No, I'm not sure if this is necessary.
First rule of movie makeup artistry. The actor's face must be completely relaxed, and you are really tense. I know how to loosen you up, though.
Just a minute there. You sure seem happy. Gina's disappeared. We don't even know whether she's alive, if she's a prisoner. Nothing.
Hey, don't listen to that guy. You can't pass up an opportunity like this.
You had to, so you did it.
Ignore him.
It just doesn't seem right to me. And you hardly know that girl in there. And
Come on now. Didn't we talk about how there are times in life when you have to know how to say...
Hey, what the heck?
Kaimi, get in here.
When the times get tough, the tough get a little crazy.
Stop messing around. We've got a lot of work to do.
Oh.
Come on, sit down. I'll start by cutting your hair.
No way. I've been letting it grow for months.
Look, do you want to look like the guy in the picture or not?
Yeah, but...
But nothing. By the way, this may be a good time for you to explain why we're doing all this, don't you think?
You're right. It's the least I owe you, but get ready, 'cause it'll take a while. My friend Gina wanted to visit Mala Island, so this morning we woke up early to...
Perfect. My former boyfriend Zabi's clothes fit you like they were tailor-made. Do Naguki's glasses bug you?
No, we seem to have the same lens prescription.
Yeah, his eyesight wasn't really that bad. But since he was a physics student and a boring, shy bookworm, they looked right on him.
Yeah, I know some guys like that. Well then...
Wait a sec. That suitcase there used to belong to Hyun, my Korean ex. I threw some clothes in, just in case they examine your personal belongings when you enter the camp. Now you're just perfect. Oh, are you leaving already?
Yeah, I have no time to waste. Goodbye, and thank you for, everything.
Thanks to you, Kaimi.
By the way, don't forget to tell Joshua to wait for me at Alawala Cove. And remember, when the real Pignon gets here...
Don't worry. I'll know what to do.
Yes. See you soon.
Mwah.
Bonjour. My name is Pierre Pignon.
Yes, sir, but not that I don't trust you, sir, but you can never be careful enough.
But of course, soldier.
Correct. Welcome, Professor. Marine Zachariah O'Connor, at your orders. I'm completely at your service, Professor.
Is everything in order? Alors, to the camp! So, I finally managed to infiltrate the military camp.
In other words, the girl did a nice job on you.
How do you know that? I mean, what job are you referring to?
The makeup, silly. What else could I mean?
Phew. Well, anyway, this Lokilani took the cosmetics and some clothes to the bar, did my makeup real fast, and then afterwards I changed behind some bushes and...
Okay. I can tell there's something you don't want to tell me. Just explain what happened when you sneaked into the camp, will you?
All right. It's a miracle I'm alive, Sushi. The whole thing made a 180-degree turn, and nothing had prepared me for what was waiting inside. What I did figure out fast was that they were desperately awaiting Pignon's arrival. No sooner did I set down the suitcase in my tent than O'Connor told me the colonel was requesting to meet with him immediately. I tried not to get nervous. If Kordsmeyer recognized me, my fate could be sealed. And when I got to his tent...
You look so different, Professor. I didn't remember you being so young.
you know, we French have the magnifique skin creams.
Oh, you Europeans. Fancy a cigar? Havana's finest. Sent straight from Guantanamo by my old pal, Colonel Chesset.
Merci, but I do not smoke.
All the better for me, because I ain't got much tobacco left. My last shipment got dropped by parachute, but the wind blew it off course, and my men can't find it.
You should to smoke un peu less, Monsieur le Colonel.
I'm twice your age, Professor, so save your advice for the younger whippersnappers. Flower pot?
Yes, my Colonel?
Tell Chapman everything's ready. Send him in. Professor, I'm gonna put my cards on the table. They say you're the best contactor around since Simon retired. And if I remember right, you were his right-hand man in Operation Platypus Dream.
Oui, now I remember. That was so funny.
A jolly good old time you had, huh? Ha! Who could have known there'd be a rock slide right during the exchange? If they hadn't whipped out that amazing weapon, Simon already christened it as, what was it again?
Oui, I began to remember. Truly magnifique.
The NG-0. It vaporized those rocks instantaneously. That's what I call a weapon of mass destruction. Damn, we need one of those.
Well, I do not know if I have one chez moi.
Don't be silly, Professor. You're looking a bit too relaxed. I don't want you getting comfy. Like I said, I need you to activate the amoeba. And yes, I know Simon is the only man to achieve that from our side, but the old guy is MIA. In summation, we lost all contact with our guests, which makes us believe there have been technical difficulties. I don't want to spook you, but if we don't activate the amoeba soon, we could lose them forever. I assume you understand how serious this matter is.
Sacre bleu, I imagine something like this.
I can't quite figure out your accent, Professor. Louisiana?
Moi? But I am French, monsieur.
Oh yeah, France. Great generals, the French. Julius Caesar, Napoleon, Don Quixote. Chapman, it's about time.
Sir.
Professor Pignon, this is Lieutenant Colonel Chapman, my second in command. He'll take you to your workspace and give you the procedural briefcase. You'll start working immediately, and I'll let you do so by yourself, as your damn agency's rules ordain. However, I'll be watching your progress up close, and I hope you bring me some good news soon. Open the amoeba, and everything will go just fine.
This way, Professor. Careful with the stairs. Please don't fall behind, Professor. Okay, Professor, here you are.
Ooh la la, c'est magnifique.
This was the first room the archaeologists excavated. The public only had access to the Tiki Temple room, and they made this room into their center of operations. It's shameful the way we evacuated them out of there, and with no prior warning or reasonable explanations. We used to act with decency and honor.
Ah oui, I remember, with the major decency.
I'll leave the procedural briefcase here for you. Inside the computer on that desk is all the information gathered about the amoeba by Simon in the past few years, before his sudden departure. Anyway, I know you're aware of this, but let me insist about the catalyzing glove. As you know, the original was accidentally broken during the dream of the hippocampus, and the budget to make this replica was more than all the lunar missions combined. So don't forget, protect that glove with your life.
Do not worry, Monsieur Chapman. Merci for reminding me.
Don't thank me. As you know, I merely obey orders I disapprove of. Well, Professor, I'll let you work. God help you.
Au revoir. Ça pesons a Chapman. He's so decent and has so many catalyzing gloves. Plus, he seems a bit paranoid, like he thinks Codsmire. Hey, why do I keep using that French accent if nobody's around? Anyway, Kordsmeyer's got another thing coming to him if he thinks I'm gonna sit here and open up amoebas. As if I had time for games. The important thing is I'm here, and now I'm free to roam around the camp, find out where they're holding Gina, and escape on Knife's motorboat full speed ahead. Watch out, Army. Here I come.
I thought we had an understanding, Professor. When you open up the amoeba, you'll be free to do as you wish. But in the meantime, your place is here, in this room.
Oh, man. The thing is, I take the 15 daiquiris in the boat, and since there's no lavatory, I have the need of doing le pipi.
Give it up, Professor. Even though I can see you perfectly, I can't hear you.
No? And if I want to the 1-2 punch on the face?
I repeat, I cannot hear you. So please shut your mouth and get down to work.
Well, I guess this means he can't hear me.
That's better, Professor. Don't forget, I'm watching you.
Let's see what I can cook up to get out of here now. And fast, because Pignon might arrive at any moment. I hope Lokelani can keep him stalled at the beach.
Hey, Lukeloni? How long do you say it'd take to pick me up?
I hope long enough for me to get to know you, Professor. May I call you Pierrot?
Yes, but maybe I'd better head for the camp on my own, no?
You could wait in my hut and change out of those sweaty clothes.
That's a tempting offer, but... Oh, I'm in a bit of an hurry, and
Silence.
Oui, madame.
I have confidence in her, abilities. So, let's get down to work.